I'm going to show you how to fix your inflatables that are not inflating. Usually there are 3 different issues that you can encounter. I'm going to show you how you can identify which one is yours and hopefully fix that problem. Now to start off, if you are to plug in your inflatable and the fan does not turn on, but you'll also notice that the light does not turn on. Usually they have a light right around the head area or wherever, and there's going to be this little guy right here. This is the light. You'll notice that it is not turned on at all. There's no light coming out of it. So that means generally if this is your issue, no fan and no light, you have a bad power supply. This is actually a very easy fix. All you'll need to do is get a new power supply, but the easiest thing to do is if you have another inflatable with the same power adapter, all you'll need to do is twist this off right here, pull it like that, and then get another power supply to test it. Now, if you don't have an extra one from a different inflatable lying around, you will probably have to buy a new one. Now, you can get a 2-pack of them on Amazon. They're not too expensive. Link for the ones that I got are in the description. And when you buy them, you wanna make sure you have the same one as the original one. So this is a 12 volt, 1 amp power supply, and this is 12 volt, 1 amp, and then you should be good to go. And then you want to plug in your new one. And then when you plug it in, you should be good to go. Now that is the simplest fix, just switching out the power adapter. I've had mine go bad on 2 or 3 of them before. But if you encounter the situation where when you plug it in, the light does turn on, so it's kind of hard to see since it's pretty dim. Yeah, just like that, you can see right there. The light is on, but you'll notice that the fan is not spinning at all. Now this is a little bit more complicated of an issue, and we're gonna go through how to fix that. So the first thing you're wanting to do is unplug your inflatable, and then usually there'll be a zipper that you can open up to access the fan. Now once you've accessed the fan, you should see a part of it that kind of looks like this. Now, what could have happened is the fan is sort of jammed. There could be something that kind of is in its way and it's not able to move freely to spin. So what we're gonna try to do is get our thin object in there and try to kind of rotate the blades back and forth so it can kind of spin more freely. Now at first it might kind of be jammed and be hard to move, but once you get it going, you should be able to get it moving just a little bit, and then it should be able to kind of freely spin around. So once the fan blades are spinning a little more freely, you can plug it in and see if it works. Now this one is still not working once I plug it in. So one thing you actually can try to do is sort of shake the fan for a little bit. And when you shake the fan, kind of bang it around a little bit, sometimes that'll get the fan blades spinning. Now, unfortunately for me, I have not been able to get this fan going no matter what I have tried. So now if you've gotten to this point where the fan is still not spinning, even though you made sure that the blades can freely move around and the light is on, then we may need to just replace the fan. Now, to the best of my knowledge, Gemi does not sell replacement parts, so to find a replacement fan can be a little bit expensive. I believe I've seen them for around $35 or more. So you can go with a third-party seller for a little bit cheaper, or get the original fan if you want. Now, I bought a fan from a third-party seller. I'm gonna leave a link in the description to which one I got. It's actually a little bit different of a size than the original, but should still work. So what we're gonna need to do to replace the fan is open it up right here. And you will see that it is actually zip tied in. And this can be a little bit difficult. So what we're actually gonna need to do is cut this part of the zip tie right here so we can free the fan and put in our replacement. This can be a bit difficult to get to without cutting the fabric of the inflatable itself, but I'm gonna try my best. Scissors might not actually be the best choice for this. So I was finally able to get it out, but you'll notice that the light is still attached here. So this can be actually a little difficult to get out as well. And what we need to do is actually pop this off because this is what is securing the light into the inflatable. So I'm gonna take some pliers and just sort of wiggle it off just like that. And then the light right here, you just kind of push in and it will then fall through and you can pull it out. There's actually a second light I didn't even realize right here that we also need to take off. Oh, whew, okay. Got that one off. That one was a little bit harder to get off. Pull the light out. And yeah, so there were 2 lights on here. Yours may have more or less. My other one just had 1. We're gonna make sure we keep these little plastic guys because we will need them for later. And we're going to grab our replacements fan. So this fan is actually a little bit bigger than the other one, but they have a similar size opening, so we should actually be able to still make it fit. Comes with its own zip ties as well. So let's get started here. So first I gotta make sure that the fan works before I put it in, and it works. So what you wanna do is you wanna put the power supply through first, so the cables can go through here, and then we're going to wrap it around just like this, and make sure it's secured in the spot. And there we go, we're good to go. And we have our power supply coming through here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna zip tie it shut now, making sure you get the fabric on the outside, just like this, and pull the zip tie. Get it nice and tight in there. There we go. So that should be good to go. We got the power supply out here. Now we've got our lights here. Now this one actually comes with 7 lights, which is a little excessive. I only needed the 2. But what we can do is I'm just gonna put in the 2 for now. I'll probably secure the other ones later, but just to show you how this is done, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our end one, because that is the one that is farthest, and we're gonna put this right here, where that first hole was that we took out. And we're gonna put the cap on, making sure it's the right way. Press the cap in, and we should be good to go. So now I'm gonna put the last one where that other one was at, right here in the present. And then we'll put the cap on here, snap it in. There we go. Now all the other lights are not secured. What you can do is you can glue them to different points, but we're not gonna do that for now. Just wanna make sure that it works. And now we got our lights secured. Make sure that the lights aren't in the way of the fan or anything like that. And we're gonna plug it in. And we're good to go. There we go. We now have our inflatable Christmas Olaf. Of course, you can see all the lights at the bottom there, but now it's actually a lot brighter than it was before. The previous LED lights were not very bright. It was only two lights there. They weren't very bright. Now we have a little bit brighter of one. And then now I can secure the LED lights to the different points in the inflatables as well. So hopefully that fixed your issues. The link to the fan I got is in the description, as well as the power supply. And make sure when you buy them, they have the same specs as your original. One thing to note is the fan that I got actually comes with its own power supply. It's about $20. They're about half the price of the Gemmy original ones, and they're not really too hard to install. Sometimes getting the light off can be a little bit difficult, or getting to the zip tie, but hopefully that fixed your inflatable. If you have any questions, let me know in the description down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.